It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Knicks in New York. For New York, dismal record over the last 10 games, just 2-8. Nothing seems to be going their way right now. Well, Carmelo Anthony, an offensive force now for so many years in this league, not scoring maybe quite as much as he used to, but he still draws a lot of attention from the D.
Still gets those double teams. I would imagine that he's probably never played an NBA basketball game without being double teamed at some point. That would be
That's a great point.
Unique feel.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enabia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan alongside, and we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the 4th pick in 2015, and he was considered a pro.
Thanks, G.A. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run.
Boys, nice and high.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Levine is out there with DJ, and it's Valentine in at the small forward position. Sessions, no good. Knicks on defense. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on the scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better.
The shot missing. Some solid defense from Brown. The 3-ball. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Mirotic has got his second bucket.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And O'Quinn kicks to Sessions. Over Levine. Bounces high off the rim and drops. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's Brown with the drive. Mirotic has a wide open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's 7 points for Nikola Mirotic.
It just feels like at this point the Knicks know they need to build around Kristaps Porzingis for their future. Best player for them on both ends of the floor, as he's a great rim protector. He's very young, connecting with New York City. There's some hope there.
Ramon Sessions with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Sessions is running and stolen by Valentine. In transition, here come the Bulls. A pull-up, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
These guys are like dentists right now. 4 out of 5 recommending a made shot. They're in a great groove.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lee's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Brown. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And that one misses.
Now, DJ has a lot of admirers all over the NBA for just how hard he brings it every single night that he takes the court.
Porzingis can't hit.
Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
Brown outside. He feeds it to Levine. It's stolen by Sessions. Outside Anthony. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Brown. The Bulls leading by 6. Lets it go from the wing. Porzingis with the rebound.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. They need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Picked by O'Quinn. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Mirotic the screen. Brown the pass to Mirotic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 10. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to go that far because I think it's a case of 2 teams on very different levels. And once they got into that big deficit, there's no way they were getting back into it.
Picked by O'Quinn. Sessions dishes to O'Quinn. Back to Sessions. And a miss there on the triple.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
DJ kicks to Levine. Valentine passes to DJ. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Now, he's a smooth operator in the paint, and DJ making the most of the high percentage shot in tight.
Sessions against Brown. Picked by O'Quinn. Sessions dishes to O'Quinn. Watch Kyle O'Quinn play, and you see a player who's a solid option off the bench.
Well, at a Norfolk State, Kyle O'Quinn has the kind of size that you would want for that position. I'm not sure necessarily about a skill set as a stretch 4 out there, but he brings great energy, a nose for rebounding, and comes in and gives you consistent effort.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And over time, O'Quinn has carved out a nice role for himself, a capable and bruising big.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Bulls leading by 10. DJ kicks to Lopez. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Lopez has got his second basket of the game.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Such a nice one-piece shot from Carmelo that time. His form looks really good tonight.
Pass to Mirotic from deep. And the Bulls, another three.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
The wide open look here for Anthony, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Anthony's got 5 points so far. Mirotic against Anthony. Brown outside. Can't hit that one. And New York the other way now. Sessions with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Anthony right side. Back to Sessions. There's Lee with the three. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Now, stretching the floor out is important, and right now, Courtney Lee able to do that.
Brown outside. In the corner, Valentine with it. Back to Brown. This one for three. The Knicks pull it in.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And taken away by Brown. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. And there's Levine on the assist by Brown. Levine's got his first basket of the night.
The pass shows you the tremendous feel that DJ has. The D has no idea he could thread the ball through there.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Brent, the last team you played for, the Houston Rockets. Your dad, your older brother John, also played for the Rockets. What's this connection between the city of Houston and the Barry family?
I've asked them that same question in Houston, and I even talked to Daryl Morey about putting a Barry graveyard across the street where it is that all three of us, our career had ended. I'd love to see a tombstone over there with Rick, John, and Brent.
Well, it'd be...
Maybe we'll add a few more to it, Kevin.
Well, the way you played there, the way you played your career, and your family played, obviously you've set a standard in the league. But that was an interesting stop that you all were there at one time.
I think it's crazy that we all ended in Houston.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It is. It is.
3 careers ending with one organization.
Isn't that something?
It's weird.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now the pass to Porzingis. At the elbow, Williams. Screen by Porzingis. Williams sets a screen for Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Kuzminskis. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Over in the corner, Portis. Brown inside. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far. The dish to Hardaway. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. That's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
DJ kicks to Portis. They set the pick. It's Brown with the drive. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Left side, Hardaway. Williams with the ball. Working on Portis. 3 on 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
It's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, I like Porzingis there. Could not have taken it by himself, but still has a hand in the hoop.
It's Brown with the drive. Markkanen, good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Lets it go from deep. Wells' shot is good. Wells has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Up by double digits already, and no sign of let up.
Hardaway with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Ntilikina's got his first bucket of the night.
And I just like seeing Ntilikina pull from there. It has a solid jumper. You know, you'd like to see him continue to work on it and make that one of the stronger assets in his game.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter is about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, they're attacking the rim in more than one way, and with that kind of success, you feel like the defense is going to make the adjustment. Then you start playing inside out.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Markkanen down out there with Wells, and it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. Outside Williams, and the 3 off target.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Cavaliers got it done. He ended up with 44 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Williams, a screen on Holiday. Hardaway, no good. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
Here's Ntilikina. Chicago grabs the miss, and we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Wells passes to Brown. Hardaway against Holiday. Brown outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's 13 points for DJ.
And flawless form. DJ's got those supple hands. No way he's missing that one.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. We all know it takes stars to win championships, Brent, but it also takes a lot of support. In your opinion, who are some of the NBA's better role players? Guys that don't have to be on the marquee, can be on the side, but still are contributors.
A couple guys come to mind, Kevin, and I'm thinking about last year, the way that Eric Gordon took the role of coming off the bench for the Houston Rockets and had a tremendous season for them. Kind of a selfless act for a guy who had started most of his career and was injury-plagued. That opportunity, and maybe that selfishness had some karma behind it, and he had a great season. Another guy I would say is Cameron Payne, a guy that just has a great energy and a great spirit, looking for his opportunity, always excited to get to the game. But those are the kind of guys you need.
Yeah.
Energy, excited to be there, and every night are going to give it to you. And I'll throw Patty Mills in the mix as well. Those kind of guys with unbridled spirit, great role players to have.
Fires the 3, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, imagine this, Kevin, a DJ finding his rhythm. This is an unbelievable roll he's on.
Picked by O'Quinn. And he banks in the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Brown outside. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
The feed now to O'Quinn. From the arc. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Pushing it up. Hardaway against Holiday. Now here is Hardaway. He has 6. Shoots over Grant.
That block right there, all about persistence. DJ staying with his man and playing terrific high-energy D.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Bulls shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he knocks down the first one. So for the Bulls. DJ has been the guy making things happen for the Chicago Bulls.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, you have done a really good job finding other guys and creating for yourself. What are you seeing out there that allows you to do that?
You know, a lot of it is seeing what's available when we come down the floor and just, you know, making a decision from there. You know, I want to be able to punish them if they give me too much space, but, you know, as soon as they start focusing on me, then I can get the ball to an open man, and the team has done a great job of finishing the play so far, D.A.
Trust is so big in this league. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Melo and Porzingis are the duo at forward. Lee out there with Ramon Sessions. And it's O'Quinn in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Outside Anthony. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
Well, Melo can be deceptive and a bit shifty, so that time makes a nifty move and then gets inside to get the foul.
And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out.
And Sessions kicks to Porzingis. Feeds it to O'Quinn. And that one is off. Good D by Lopez.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Porzingis sets the pick for Lee. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Drops in the tray. Sessions has got 5.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And O'Quinn sends it back.
Good reach by O'Quinn, getting to the shooter and reading when he was releasing it.
It's good. He's got 11.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
And here is DJ. He's got 19. Stolen by O'Quinn. Outside Anthony. Right wing. Here's Sessions. Off target from three-point range. Chicago leading by 16. In the corner, it's Levine. Mirotic, the screen. Pulls up on the elbow. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
And here's Porzingis for a three. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his third rebound on the night. Here's Valentine. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Back to Brown. Now here's Valentine. Guarded closely. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Valentine's got 4 points in the quarter. Knicks trail by 20. New York calls timeout. Brent, over the past decade, we've seen the creation of several super teams. How hard is it to manage the various egos and make sure the touches are the same, or at least they understand why the touches are being doled out the way they are?
I think the teams that have great management and great coaches that are in touch with these guys, Kevin, understand what type of player are you getting, doing your homework and understanding, are these guys at a situation in their careers where they're still needing to prove something, or are they ready to get down to the business of winning? If it's about winning, that ego goes out the door.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Porzingis sets the pick for Sessions. Porzingis inside. Mirotic is there. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 8 points.
And it's got to be so tough to guard Porzingis at that size, so big down there in the paint, tough to handle.
DJ with it, now guarded by Porzingis. Lopez dishes to DJ. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon, because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Anthony, the pass to Lee. Porzingis kicks to Sessions. Porzingis with a screen on Brown. Kick by O'Quinn. That's a two from Lee. Hits the front of the rim and out. Chicago leading by 18. Levine wide open. And again, no good by Chicago. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Anthony dishes to Sessions. Back to Anthony. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
Brown inside. He's covered by Sessions. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity. And that sends DJ to the free throw line. That one's on Anthony. Chicago making some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Valentine. And Wells is subbed in for Zach LaVine.
Very interesting hire for the New York Knicks as they went outside the triangle to find Jeff Hornacek, who had coached in Phoenix for a couple of years. And he's the kind of coach trying to feel it out as the roster has changed over. They've dealt with some injuries. And we'll see if he finally finds some footing here in the Big Apple.
And the Bulls making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Kicks to Wells. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. New York moving the ball around. Williams sets a screen for Hardaway. Stolen by Holiday. Brown wide open. He fires. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And some players thrive on that style Hornacek has. Others get bothered by it because it causes problems.
Well, he'll discuss things with you and try to smooth things over, and maybe players just aren't used to a coach being that open and honest. And in the heat of battle, sometimes egos can be very fragile. You're also in a very big city where the attention can grow stronger and stronger. So a lot to deal with behind the coaching of Jeff Hornacek.
For Chicago, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. So the value of NBA teams now on average over $1 billion each if you include all the different things they have and run. And Brent, when you take a look at that and take that into consideration, what are some of the big things the league has done to generate such growth?
Well, I think this is where you have to commend both David Stern and Adam Silver in terms of being progressive with how in touch they are with the game of basketball, addressing it internationally much better than the NFL has done it, in my opinion, over the course of the past 2 decades, where they know they've got this tremendous fan base, not only in Europe, but certainly in Asia and China, and they're more than willing, Kevin, to go to those markets, expose those players, and get them enthusiastic and excited about what our game offers.
And it's good, 2 points. Wells has got 5.
And you got to admire the inside game of Wells. Terrific at getting room to get that one off.
They set the pick. Pass to Kuzminskis. Here's Ntilikina. And stolen by DJ. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Holiday. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 5 points in the game.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Dishes to Williams. New York, no good that time either. The Bulls leading by 20. Wells wide open, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hands.
There's a screen by Williams. Kuzminskis in the corner. From outside, off the mark. The Bulls have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. The shot by Wells, no good.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make him pay for it.
There's a screen by Williams. Ntilikina. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Portis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Brown outside. Ntilikina with the rebound.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Williams for 3. No good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. A difficult situation for New York. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And Holiday kicks to Brown. We've got 1:23 left here in the third quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Felicio's checked in for Justin Holiday. Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. 1:20 left here in the third quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 9.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Wells' shot is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Brown. Kuzminskis in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brown the pass to Wells. Brown kicks to Portis. He dishes it to Wells. And the Bulls, another 3.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
Back to Brown. Inside. Portis, the pass to Felicio. Wells dishes to DJ. Banked in off the glass. DJ's got 25 points in the game.
And when Wells spots one of his guys wide open, doesn't hesitate at all, just gets it over before the D can react.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Then for the Bulls, Mirotic is checked in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Paul Zipser. And DJ subbed in for Wells. So the Bulls 5 right now. Grant is out there with Brown. Then there's Valentine. Then there's Nikola Mirotic. And it's Felicio in at the center. Valentine kicks to Brown. Hey, Brent, analytics more and more playing a part in the NBA, almost to the point where people now feel guilty taking mid-range jump shots because they know the higher percentage that exists. How far is too far in using these numbers?
Well, I think people mention it too much, Kevin, but they don't understand it enough. There's no doubt that analytics plays a huge part in what our game is today. Every team throughout the 30 in the league have several guys employed to look deep into these numbers. But the fact of the matter is, still the best shot in basketball is the dunk or the layup. Teams are still trying to get into the paint and get it done. And the three-point evolution is not going anywhere. So it's about understanding it. Right now we're at a good point. About 33% of shots taken right now are three-point shots. I think we're going to see it get close to 40. Wow. That's about the tipping point.
40%. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Here's Anthony, 6 to shoot. Launches a 3, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got 4 assists now tonight. Sessions against Brown. Here's Valentine. Offline with his 3. For New York, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Porzingis against Mirotic. Porzingis kicks to Sessions. There's Lee with the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Grant outside. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Screen by Porzingis. The 3 from Anthony. The rebound by Grant.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Brown outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis. Brent, when we look at some of the classic rivalries between teams, they don't look as emotionally charged nowadays, at least just by the first appearance. Is there a way to get that back the way it was?
I don't think so, Kevin, just because everything is too accessible for us. It used to be that the distance between those cities seemed to be the exact mileage that the cities were that far apart. Now you can pick up your phone and you feel like if you're in San Francisco, you might as well be in L.A.
Sure.
And so it's really hard to get that dynamic to happen. It's got to happen more organically, which is what we've seen between Golden State and Cleveland appearing in the finals the past couple years. That's really helped the league to see those two teams do battle for the league's greatest prize.
And again, Chicago, no good. For New York, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Valentine. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Anthony, the pass to Kuzminskis. Back to Anthony. Over Valentine. Not enough on that one as it misses. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more than Kevin.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Porzingis. New York moving it around. And Sessions kicks to Anthony. 5 on the clock. Porzingis with a screen on Brown. Here's Sessions. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
And the Knicks making a change here. Ntilikina's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Mirotic. And Wells is subbed in for Denzel Valentine. The Knicks shooting the ball at 42%. And the pass to Porzingis. There's a good screen. Screen by Porzingis. Here's Kuzminskis. No good with the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And the basket is good. 32 points for DJ.
Those points a product of some nice work inside from DJ. Doesn't have much space at all, but finds a way to avoid the block and still make the hoop.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Tough to fault him for the struggles of the team so far. He has been solid. It's the rest of the guys that need to come along for the ride.
Here we go, one-on-one. The three from Anthony. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, Melo has had a 40% year shooting from beyond the three-point mark, and so you got to respect that ability.
Pass to Wells. Back to Brown. Here's Felicio. Porzingis with the block. 3-on-3.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DJ.
He painted a great picture on the offensive end with the ball movement tonight. Really racked up some assists and had some pretty sweet passes to go along with it.
Pass to Ntilikina. He kicks it to Carmelo. Over Holiday. And no good as it rattles out.
Yeah, I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Brown dishes to Holiday. Down low. The kick out to Brown. Hits the target from 18 feet.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
And so Chicago takes by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in.
DJ, great game.
Char.
The guys back in the studio want to do an interview with you.
Nice.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left. Right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our post-game interview.
Hey, Shaq here. You showed me a lot out there tonight with the way you were able to dominate the glass. Was that something you set out to do?
You know, Shaq, it just has a lot to do with me being tall and just hanging out by the rim. I mean, you know, rebounding is just such a random stat to me because it's so dependent on things not in your control. You know, like if the shooter's going to miss and all that. So I try not to obsess over things that are out of my control.
Bring back the tall ball, not the small ball.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaq, for Kenny, for Kevin Harlan, for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
The last thing, when you catch the ball in the...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal by my side. Not too long from now, the regular season will be coming to a close. But there are still some very heated battles going on for playoff position. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, it's been a difficult season for them in many ways, and at this stage, they're not even among the top 10 teams in the West. Instead, 11th in the conference.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Paul Millsap has become one of the best NBA big men when it comes to getting steals. Now, Millsap...
Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense, one of the most underrated players in the game. And here in the final leg of the season, Chris, you can just see how hard these teams are pushing and how the season is taking its toll. I think it's very evident.
That's what you have to like about sports, is that at the end of the year, whoever wins that championship, they deserve it because everybody's going to be banged up. Everybody's going to have their little dings and be, you know, kind of hurt. No one is going to be 100% at the end of the season. And so right now we're watching them definitely grind it out.
So you always have respect for the champion because you know just what they've had to go through. No season is perfect and no team is perfect.
Yes, I always have respect for the champions. Think of all the things we talked about, those 7-game road trips. How many is 82 games during the season? The fact that players get injured, the fact that players get traded. There's so much that goes on at the end of the year that whoever is left standing had to go through so much. You have to respect the victors.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Harris is out there with Nelson, and it's Plumlee in at the 5. DJ passes to Lopez. Back to Brown. In the corner, it's Levine. Pass to Portis to the right side. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Valentine. Chandler with the rebound. Here's Denver now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
It's almost like a field goal kicker missing after all the hard work is put in. It's just a frustrating way to go down.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Shot off the pick. Harris misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, I like how DJ actively looks for the open teammate, whipping the ball over beautifully and quickly.
Brown against Nelson. He feeds it to Chandler. And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Brown kicks to Portis. Back to Brown. It's good from long range. DJ's got 5.
Well, and DJ makes some quick decisions. When the D isn't up on him, he burns them with the catch and shoot, Jimmy.
Nelson against Brown. Nelson dishes to Millsap. Doesn't go that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Whether life or sports, that's all you can do. Stay committed to your brand of basketball and let the chips fall where they may.
And he's able to get it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's DJ. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. He has 7. The Nuggets trail by 5. Nelson kicks to Harris. Plumlee with the screen. Harris drives in. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate. The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near him.
Chandler, the pass to Plumlee. It's stolen by Brown. Levine dishes to Brown. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And there's the pass to Portis. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Over Chandler. And it's Brown missing. The Nuggets trail by 3. And Chris, you played during an era against a team that many consider the greatest of all time, that 96 Chicago Bulls team with Jordan and Pippen and a great roster. Just thinking back to that team during that second three-peat, what was it like when you were going up against that Bulls team?
So tough to play against that team. Jordan, arguably the best player that's ever laced them up, and Pippen was so tough offensively and rebounding. Rodman as well on the boards, and then you had guys in a system that was just really too much. It's hard to say. Of course, in my opinion, having played against them, they're the best team of all time. But Bill Russell once told me, ghosts can't play, so don't get caught up in comparing eras that you really can't prove it. So, yeah, of course, they're the best of all time to me, but it's fun watching these young kids play today.
From 13, and there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Harris. Millsap's got his second basket.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Levine, a screen on Harris. Now the dish to Valentine. Back to Brown. Over Harris. And there it is again from him. Shot good from Brown. DJ's got 11 points.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Plumlee with the screen, and Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Denver also making a switch. Murray's checked in. Pass to Harris. Millsap a screen. Shot off the screen. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Dishes it to Valentine. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 5.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to him.
Murray kicks to Harris. Plumlee, the pass to Murray. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Millsap. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And when you talk about just a natural basketball player, I think you got to envision a guy like Paul Millsap. He just does it all. He's got the skill level and versatility at that power forward position. And in this league today, you have to be able to impact the game the way he does.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Felicio's checked in for Bobby Portis. Mirotic comes in for Valentine. And Wells is subbed in for Levine. Fareed, and it's put back in by Fareed. Fareed's got his first basket of the night.
Exceptional instincts on the offensive boards and didn't try to slam it home. Tipping it in was all he needed.
And that one, good. And you look at all the different things that Paul Millsap does for you on the court, Greg. Don't forget about the defensive end of the floor, too.
Yeah, great point. And an all-defense selection, one of the great big men in league history in terms of getting steals. Just unbelievable hands. And you know what? He epitomizes consistency when you look at the course of his career.
Mirotic dishes to DJ. Millsap against Mirotic. Back to Brown for Murray. Off the iron that time. The Nuggets trail by 5. Barton outside. Feeds to Millsap. The 3. Denver the rebound. Back to Barton. Here's Lyles. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Brown. Barton against Mirotic. A fadeaway. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Millsap a screen on Brown. Murray kicks to Millsap. No good on the shot. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Well, their bench provided that spark. Points they may not have had otherwise. I thought that was really the difference in this game.
Lyles kicks to Barton. Murray for 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 5. Brown right side. To stop the drought. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Denver. In the corner, Murray with it. Fires from deep. That shot missing. Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Wells' shot is good.
And Wells really has a firm grasp on that mid-range area of the floor, capable of hitting these shots in bunches.
Murray, the pass to Fareed. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Stolen by Markkanen. Oh, and here comes Markkanen all alone. And Markkanen throws it down.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
It's stolen by Brown. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, at 6'10", Mirotic is certainly a handful inside. Terrific at getting deep inside and forcing the issue.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
And the Bulls making a change here. Holiday's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 13. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. Martin with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Heat in Miami. Just 5 on the clock. They set the pick. Here's Lyles. The Nuggets with another miss. Markkanen. No good that time. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's Chicago. They lead by 13. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
Mirotic is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Brown. Then there's Wells. And it's Holiday in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Knicks was outstanding. He scored 34 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at its greatest.
Off the screen, and DJ throws it down.
Oh, well, DJ is a smart player, a guy you can trust in the pick and roll. Once he gets a little room to shoot, he's golden.
Barton kicks to Hernan Gomez. Barton dishes to Murray. Screen by Fareed. Lets a floater go. Shoots over Markkanen. Misses off the left iron. The Bulls leading by 13. Rebound by the Nuggets. Lyles got 3 rebounds now in this one. Murray, the pass to Barton. Here's Fareed. The rebound by Holiday.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
Brown outside. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. So for the Bulls, Lopez, he's checked in for Markkanen. Bobby Portis comes in for Mirotic. And it's Grant in for Wells. The Nuggets also changing it up. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Trey Lyles. Gary Harris comes in for Barton. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Murray. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Chris, it's hard at times to see just how effective. And Chicago shooting here about 46% for the game. It's Brown with the drive. Felicio kicks to Brown. Takes the 13-footer. It's Brown on the wing. Got it from 16 feet. Brown's got 19 points.
Well, it's crucial that DJ shoots with confidence. When he's locked in, he's very hard to slow down.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Passes it to Lyles. Screen by Fareed. For three, Murray. Rebound by the Bulls. They've led by as many as 14 points. From 17 feet out, the shot by Wells, no good.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Fareed kicks to Barton. Screen by Fareed. Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. They need this one. And that one hits back iron.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Well, that's where they have the advantage tonight. They're just a better team in transition.
There's the pick. Millsap a screen. Barton kicks to Fareed. Millsap left side. Shoots over Wells. Again, Millsap missing.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Wells wide open. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the foul called on DJ. That's his first foul. Mirotic is checked in for Denzel Valentine. 29 seconds left in the first half. Screen by Fareed. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the feed to Murray. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Kicks it to Millsap. Looking to get back on track here.
Give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
That'll do it for the first half. Bulls lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, scoring has not been an issue. How are you getting those looks that you want?
I appreciate it, DA. You know, my teammates have done a great job of finding me whenever I get a gap in space. You know, I know as long as I keep moving, I keep hustling, you know, they'll set me up in a position to score. And, you know, fortunately, I've been able to get a few to fall in my way the first half.
Well, it's been more than luck. You've done a great job. See you in the second half. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at DJ in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Jameer Nelson is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. Nelson outside. He dishes it to Chandler. Harris outside. Back to Chandler. Tries it from 19, and Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Chandler.
That's not a possession they'll want to repeat. Despite the points, they got to get a better shot than that.
The Bulls leading by 13 to the left side wing. Pass to Portis. He kicks to Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. DJ's got 25 points in the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Nelson dishes to Chandler. Over Levine. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. That's 10 points for Wilson Chandler.
Well, when the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg, they wanted him to revamp the offense. Hasn't exactly gone to plan as the Bulls have struggled on the offense under Hoiberg. However, the team has stayed competitive.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. That free throw, no good. And with Hoiberg, he came in wanting to play a more perimeter shooting and up-tempo type of basketball. But the personnel, Chris, just hasn't been a good match.
And part of it is the front office getting players who can't really hurt you from deep. But Hoiberg's responsibility is to make the most of the talent on the roster. It hasn't been an easy path for him with this team's talent.
And the second free throw, good. And Chris, you were the #1 overall draft pick back in 1993. We've seen a lot of greats taken with that pick, but it also seems that those #1 picks who aren't as successful face a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism. There's a lot on your plate to handle. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for some players being the #1 pick. But I've always laughed and I've thought about, players that maybe people say maybe they were a bust, maybe this player wasn't good. Well, I think you should go back and look at the GM that picked them. I mean, the GM is the guy that assesses talent, So when there were a few players that were picked #1, and many players said, what are you doing? We've played against him. We would never pick him #1. So before that, I think the NBA is about opportunity and situation. Look at a guy like Chauncey Billups. He went to Boston. He didn't do well at Boston. They called him a malcontent, said he couldn't play, and then he ended up being one of the best leaders that the game had. And so this game is all about situation and opportunity. Can you find the right fit? That's why if you're a player, you can't let frustration get to you. You have to continue to work hard, continue to prove your game, because when you play, you're auditioning for the other teams in the league as well. They're saying, wait a minute, we see his unique talent, skills, and we see his unique skill set, and we could use him. And so many times you just have to wait for the right position, the right situation.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Nelson kicks to Harris. Plumlee, the pass to Nelson. Chandler, a screen. For the three. The Nuggets with another miss. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Valentine dishes to DJ. And Valentine now top of the key. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 6th assist on the night.
Look at the unselfishness of DJ right there. Always willing to give up the ball when one of his guys has a great look at the rim.
Nelson kicks to Harris. Back to Nelson. Plumlee with the screen. Millsap a screen on Brown. There's the pass to Plumlee. He feeds it to Millsap. Here's Nelson. The Nuggets with another miss. The Bulls leading by 14. There's Brown with the three. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Nelson kicks to Harris. Plumlee with the screen. Chandler outside. Millsap a screen on Levine. Can they get it? And the dunk by Chandler.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
Lopez a screen. He hits Brown with the drive, and Lopez gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
It's stolen by Brown. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Brown's got the ball. Kept alive. Here's Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Lopez is terrific on the offensive glass. I love seeing him use his long arms to haul in the boards.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Let's take a moment to show you some young men that have really picked up steam here in the second half of the season. These are the leading rookie scorers since the All-Star break. DJ, number 1.
As this season progresses, you can see his confidence growing. Sometimes you forget that he's just a rookie. I mean, he looks very confident and poised with his approach to the game.
Lopez a screen. DJ passes to Levine. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. His three-pointers off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 17. Poked away. Stolen by Holiday. And DJ gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. And that's 31 points for DJ.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Barton against Levine. Outside Millsap. Back to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
It's tipped. Now Murray. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Fareed, no good. Chicago leading by 17. Levine for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 8 now on the night. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And Chris, you had a great and very long playing career. Talk about how that's prepared you for broadcasting.
I think it's prepared me for broadcasting because I have a unique take on what it takes to get ready, kind of the things that you can't be taught, kind of the war wounds, the scars that you had. I can kind of peel mine back and explain how I got them. I think that by playing for young teams, good teams, bad coaches, good coaches, by being in different situations, it allows me to explain to the fan base what a player is actually going through or maybe what play is going to happen next. So I love being able to have the technical side of it with the plays because of the coaches I played for, but also being very close with some great players, understanding the mental aspect. And really, honestly, Kev, I know you're not going to, like this too well, but I work with great guys like you. So when you throw up a softball and we get to talk about something that we love, man, and you make me look great, it's easy, man, working with great teammates. You know that great teammates make you better, and you're the best point guard in the business the way you throw an assist out there. So yeah, I've been fortunate to have good experience, and I got great teammates, and I'm having a blast doing it.
Well, you sound great, and it's an honor to work with you, but I always like the take. You always give me an answer that sometimes I don't expect, and I think that's what the fans like about your commentary.
Yeah, when I used to watch the games, and I've seen some great guys, George Blaha from Detroit, I grew up watching him, and I just love just the pure honesty of what you're thinking at that moment, and don't take it personal because I love the game, and so I don't want to have to try to protect a thought or an old school or a group of people. If a guy plays bad and he's the best in the world, I'm going to say it, and if he made a move I've never seen, I'm just really going to say it, and so I try not to exaggerate and just say specifically how I feel, and I'm glad to be a part of a game that can fill you with so much emotions. It's easy just being yourself.
Excellent use of the screen that time. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
Even when the D is breathing down his neck, Murray gets it done. Just an amazing shooter with an impressive stroke.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the flow of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
For Denver, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. "13 feet away." They get the rebound.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Wells. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Barton dishes to Fareed. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Murray kicks to Hernan Gomez. Here's Barton. The teardrop falls in. Barton's got 5.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Up top, Brown. He's covered by Murray. DJ kicks to Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
And Wells is a terrific athlete, easily rising up to hammer it home. You just got to admire his overall athleticism.
There's a good screen. Screen by Fareed and taken away by Brown. And here's the fast break. Wells leading the way. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Wells has got 4 points in the quarter.
And it's just encouraging to watch Wells come up with the steal there. Definitely an area of his game that he continues to work on.
Barton drives in. The shot off that time. Chicago's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And play stops as it looks like they call an over-the-back here.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
I can't say he wasn't going all out, but he's clearly out of position.
Felicio's checked in for Justin Holiday. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Here's Brown, and DJ throws it down.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Screen by Fareed. To the inside. Markkanen. That shot off. DJ firing on all cylinders for the Chicago Bulls. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We come back right after this. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Bulls shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. We've got Mirotic. Wells is out there with Brown. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Felicio in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Murray, the pass to Fareed. Back to Murray. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by DJ. From 12 feet out. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist by DJ. Wells has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Murray dishes to Fareed. Mirotic against Barton. Pass to Lyles. Shot clock at 6. For the 3, Chandler. That's tipped. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Mirotic. Second chance shot. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Look, the body control from Mirotic is simply amazing. Even when he gets fouled, he's always in control.
Chicago making some changes. Paul Zipser, he's checked in for Markkanen. And it's Grant in for DJ. And then for Denver, Terrell Arthur. He's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Malik Beasley comes in for Will Barton. And it's Moutier in for Murray.
One shot.
Chicago making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Mirotic. Justin Holiday comes in for Paul Zipser. And DJ subbed in for Wells. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Lyles. Millsap comes in for Terrell Arthur. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Nelson is subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Stolen by Grant. The finish. And oh, he just jams it right over Paul Millsap. What a play.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Nelson kicks to Plumlee. Back to Nelson. Harris outside. Millsap sets the pick for Harris. 6 to shoot. And stolen by DJ. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Now, here's Grant. Lopez, a screen on Harris. Brown, the pass to Lopez. That shot misses. Plumlee with some nice D. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Stolen by Holiday. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, while he's out there making the play, everyone else is watching. Solid individual effort right there.
Millsap sets the pick for Chandler. Plumlee with the screen. And stolen by DJ. Grant gets a wide open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And 11 points for Jaren Grant.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Nelson against Grant. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Drills it from outside.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
It's Brown with the drive. Lopez dishes to DJ. Good on the bucket. DJ's got 40 points.
Oh, and sometimes there's just no slowing DJ down. I mean, he excels at getting his shot off in time over the defense.
Nelson against Grant. Chandler kicks to Plumlee. Millsap sets the pick for Chandler. And stolen by DJ. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Holiday with the ball. Here's Felicio. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And he makes the first. Chris, traditionally, we've had the standard 1 through 5 spots on an NBA team, but it seems more and more GMs and coaches are going away from labeling a player to one of those spots, like positionless basketball. Are we going to see more of that? Is it going to work its way around to another level? How do you view that?
Well, I just think that the game is evolving, and I think right now you have to have a certain skill set to play, and that means you have to be able to dribble, pass, shoot, and defend. You think about it, you had players that could just defend, couldn't dribble or throw a ball in the ocean. Well, that really can't work anymore, and you have to have players with the total skill set regardless of size. I do think, though, that you'll always have to have positions. I hated how we took the center out of the All-Star game. You've never seen in baseball, they say, it's okay, you don't have to have a center fielder, you can just put 2 left fielders in there. You still have to identify a position, and for the tradition and the honor of the game, I say we do that. But we got some pretty big guys and some pretty great guys. So what would you call Dirk Nowitzki? Is he a 5? He's 7 feet tall. Is he a 4? Is he a 3? It doesn't matter. He just has game. What do you call Kevin Durant? A 7-foot flamethrower? I mean, he's a center, a power forward. I don't know what you call him, but I know that size or positions are no more defined by height. They used to be defined by height. 7 foot and up centers, 6'9" and up power forwards. Now you have 6'9" and up point guards. So I love the fact that the game's evolving, but I think the 5 best players are just going to play, but you're going to have every single size because right now skill set is all that matters.
Just 5 to shoot. Barton, no luck. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 17-5 run here.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DJ.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. And Denver with a change here, too. Miles checked in. Felicio with a rebound.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Nelson against Brown. Shoots. Out to the right wing. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
At times, just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Another triple-double tonight. So is this something you're planning to do all season?
You know, as often as I can. You know, I feel like when I'm able to contribute in multiple ways, the team is better off. Of course, there's no way that I'm able to get numbers without the help of my guys. So, you know, all credit should be sent their way. I felt, you know, we played a strong game tonight.
Well, you all did, but you led the way, so congratulations. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
You getting the hang of this NBA thing? DJ Savvy Vets.
Don't tell Sham.
Oh, no. Can't do that.
Here's a look at the players that hit 98 overall this week.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for the Bucks, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. With the regular season starting to wind down, Kenny, if you're a team that's put up a good fight, but now it's obvious you won't make the playoffs, what's your strategy of the last few games?
Well, you're trying to get better for next year. You want to improve. Every day you're on the court, you want to improve. But you also want to put a good product.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. It's on the road tomorrow as the Bulls wrap up this home stretch. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans. They have taken all the decisions so far this season, jumping ahead 3-0 in the season series.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance, felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis and Parker, the explosive forward pair. Brogdon and Middleton are the guard tandem, and it's Monroe in at the pivot, manning the middle. Well, as we know, both these teams playing very good basketball right now. I'm sure, Clark, it's got to be so much fun coming to the arena when you're on a winning streak like this.
Well, it feeds on itself, Kevin. You get confidence and momentum when you're playing well and getting W's, and you're always eager to add that next W to your streak. And I think winning is the ultimate team chemistry builder. It keeps everybody engaged and excited and on the same page.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Oh, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now, here is Mirotic. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
DJ is an impressive shooter. Like how he gets his feet set first, making sure he's on balance, and then the rhythm follows.
Monroe, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Levine, good.
Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
Now, here's Brogdon. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Bulls. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control, and they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, they pushed the pace, and typically you get high-quality shots when you do that. I thought they were terrific all game, Greg.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Clippers. Mirotic against Parker. Brown outside. Here's Mirotic. The rebound by Middleton.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
Antetokounmpo has the complete and total trust of his teammates. A real Swiss Army knife, a versatile guy. Does everything and anything that needs to be done with the basketball in his hand.
And you watch Antetokounmpo play out there, and he looks like a supersized point guard with how he moves and gallops and initiates the offense. And the term is point forward, but the bottom line, Clark, is that Giannis is the orchestrator when he's on the floor.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The assist numbers grow every year for Giannis. He causes a ton of mismatch problems, and how you guard him on the perimeter is always a quandary for the opposing team.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's the screen. It's Parker, top of the key. Double team on Parker. That's tipped and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
Kevin, he said they need a huge effort from their bigs tonight to avoid losing all 4 games this season. He said we can make an impact in the paint and provide a deterrent with our shot blocking, but it's also important we run shooters off of that three-point line. There's a fine balance there. Kevin, we'll see if they can do that tonight. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So their focus, guys, is going to be on defense right away.
And that's always a good philosophy. Don't let an opponent get settled. Try to take them out of their game early.
And, you know, that's all about energy. Coming out with fresh legs and putting a lot of effort into the defense.
Now, here's Brogdon. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's all in by the Bulls.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
Brogdon against Brown. Kick out to Levine. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Shot on the wing. That's good on the jump shot. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
Man, I like the confidence from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's so good at playing within himself, taking his time, measuring the shot, and then knocking it down.
Now here's Levine. He's got 5. Brown, good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. The Bucks working the ball around. 6 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
And Mirotic kicks to DJ, stolen by Monroe. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Now, here is Mirotic. DJ kicks to Lopez. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Timely passing
leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Here is Parker. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Clippers. Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And that's 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lopez, a screen on Middleton. And Mirotic kicks to DJ. The three-pointer is right on target. DJ's got 10.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Brogdon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Bucks.
And they featured a pretty balanced attack, a good mix of the inside and the outside game. There was just no way to come at them defensively because they were so good at adapting to the situation. They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside jumper. Henson with the screen. Back to Shumpert. Over Holiday. That one wide left. Chicago leading by 7. Markkanen kicks to Holiday. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bucks have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Pass to Brogdon. Back to Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Wells. When you watch Giannis out there, he just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
And that one's good, DJ.
Yeah, DJ looks for a shot on offense. I love that about him. He definitely has a scorer's mentality.
Now, here's Maker. Last game out, he had 14. Shumpert in the corner. Maker with a screen for Shumpert. The pass to Brogdon. No good on the triple.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Bucks trail by 7. Outside jumper. Dishes to Antetokounmpo. Maker with a screen for Antetokounmpo. Back to Shumpert. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And the vision of the Greek Freak easily spotting his wide open teammates thanks to that height of his.
Brown, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Love that mindset of DJ. I mean, really appreciate that he comes in wanting to get better each and every day. Hard not to like a player like that.
Tony Snell's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Maker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lets it go from 11. Here's Henson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And, you know, Henson's height and length and reach makes him a force on the glass. He does a nice job chasing down those rebounds.
Brown against Brogdon. It's stolen by Maker. Inside. And the dunk by Maker.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Kicks it to Henson. In the corner, Snell with it. Over Holiday. Snell, no good.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he still got to make these shots, in my opinion. You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it. But you know what? He didn't. It happened.
DJ, he's been the guy making things happen for Chicago. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin America. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Monroe's checked in for John Henson. Jabari Parker comes in for Maker. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Tony Snell. And Middleton subbed in for Brogdon. Round out there with Levine. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Valentine. And it's Felicio in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Lopez. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Exactly, man. Come on. You got to be physical down there. There's got to be some intensity and some physicality on the board.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Nuggets just played phenomenal. He ended up with 44 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
On the wing, Levine takes the 3. The shot off that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And the story of that game was their terrific rhythm on the offensive end.
Yeah, I thought they were terrific at getting the ball moving. Played so well together that night. Really shared the ball and looked for each other at a high level.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Here's Monroe. And no good that time. Good D by Lopez.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Parker passes to Shumpert. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Parker. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist on the night. DJ dishes to Levine. Nailed from three-point land. Levine's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bulls. Parker outside. There's the pick. He kicks to Middleton from 13, and he hits the jump shot. Middleton's got 4 points this quarter.
That was really a platinum-level effort from Middleton. I mean, crafty and how he carved out room for himself on the interior. And, you know, you take a look at the Bucks and this roster now. A few trades, but they have some really nice homegrown talent. Giannis is a legit superstar they were able to draft late in the lottery, and Parker, another building block that they drafted.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Felicio. The Bucks also with the sub. Ogden's checked in. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Parker up top. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. And Clark, think about how this Milwaukee team came about. A lot of role players came in through trades, but the young core is all from the draft.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? Maker and Brogdon, the most recent additions to this team in the draft. Milwaukee rarely makes big free agent signings, and a number of reasons for that, perhaps the market size. And, you know, credit the front office for doing a really good job of making the most of their draft spots to build this team. That takes some real artwork to do that well.
Brown outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Like how DJ is physical with the defense. I mean, he's not afraid to mix it up and go through contact on his shots.
And both free throws good for DJ. Antetokounmpo, no good that time. And so it's Chicago finishing the... Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and you know, he accumulated a lot of assists, and I liked how unselfish he was, Greg.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. On the perimeter, it's Middleton and Giannis. Parker is the 4 with Monroe in the middle. And it's Brogdon in at the point. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Man, impressed by the strength of Monroe there. Just ridiculous concentration to take the hit and get the shot to go.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, Greg Monroe is a very talented big guy out of Georgetown. Is more comfortable facing up to the basket and can hurt you with the mid-range game, but also a pretty strong rebounder and interior defender, too.
Lopez, no luck.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. No problems knocking that one down. Brogdon's got 6.
The point forward skills of Giannis, another aspect of his great versatility, which is so maddening to try and defend.
It's Brown with the drive. Parker with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Brogdon. Drops in the breakaway layup. Brogdon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
To the right side. Pass to Mirotic. On the wing, Levine takes a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Valentine wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3. Bucks trail by 21. Now Brogdon. 8 points for him. Antetokounmpo passes to Parker. And stolen by DJ. In transition, here come the Bulls. Launches it. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. DJ's got 23 points.
Man, I love how DJ continues to expand his range, demonstrating absolute fearlessness. I mean, when he's hitting from there, nothing the defense can do.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Well, Clark, you've been in the booth for so long, but I have to ask, have you ever toyed with the idea of coaching or working in some team's front office? I know you did briefly for the Pacers.
Yeah, I did, and I enjoyed it. I was working in player relations, player development with our guys off the court, and loved it. But it just wasn't something I could sustain at this season in my life. Not interested in coaching. I've never really been, because my career path went towards broadcasting right after I got done playing, and I've paid my dues and have grown in this profession. And I would want to do the same thing in coaching, and I just don't have enough time in front of me to do that. So I'm happy to be around the game in this capacity. Coaching never lets up. I get an off season as a broadcaster.
Yes. And that one's good, Brogdon.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Brown against Brogdon. Brown dishes to Markkanen. Lets it go from deep. And Wells the bucket on the assist by Markkanen. 8 points for Shammy Wells.
Gotta respect the long-range shot of Wells. Can certainly drain these perimeter jumpers.
There's the pick. And Henson kicks to Brogdon. Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the paint, Henson. And it's denied.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good stride.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Brogdon. Back to Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. Brogdon with it. Now guarded by DJ. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Brogdon's got 12 points in just the second half.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Back to Brown. Another three for Chicago.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Henson's shot is off.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Mirotic sets the screen for Brown. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Brown's got 28 points for the game.
DJ's a clever, smart player. When he sees a lane to the rim, he doesn't take his time, instead going straight to the rack.
Brogdon kicks to Parker. Henson with the screen. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Mirotic has got his third rebound on the night. Brown the pass to Wells. Beyond the arc. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And that's 19 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brogdon against Brown. To the middle. Here's Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
I love how quickly DJ makes decisions. Great at threading the needle in the pick and roll. Those pocket passes right on target.
Timeout called, the Bucks. DJ really making a difference here.
And, you know, Kevin, he's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
Chicago making a switch here. Portis is checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Makers checked in. There's the screen. There's the dish to Henson. He feeds it to Snell. Clock at 6. Puts up a three. Drills the three-pointer. Snell's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
The Bucks have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And it's DJ missing. Milwaukee's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Got that bucket in no time at all. Brogdon's got 15 points here in the second half.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Here's DJ. Wells in the corner. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Wells has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bulls. And here is Brogdon. 18 points for him. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. And what an advantage it is for players in the Bucks to be able to pick the brain of Coach Jason Kidd. Kidd is a player who found success in so many formats, under so many schemes, under many coaches, from winning NBA titles as well as international titles when he played the game.
I don't know how much more I can embellish that, but you're right, Kevin. There's a lot to be learned from old number 5. I mean, Kidd has also shown a knack for imparting his knowledge, which is rich and deep, to his guards. And when you've got a young team like the Bucks are, to have a coach with Kidd's experience and IQ, man, what a blessing for those guys.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. The Bulls leading by 22. DJ kicks to Holiday. Back to Brown. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And Clark, just how important to a team is it to have a veteran presence on it? Like, how did the vets on the Pacers help you when you were a rookie or a young player in the league?
You know what? I think it's invaluable, Kevin. I was a 21-year-old rookie. I left after my junior year at Ohio State. And veteran players, Herb Williams, had been there a year or two. Guys like Billy Knight and George Johnson, Butch Carter were around. And having those guys talk about what it takes. And we were a very young team and had young veterans, but still they were invaluable in terms of giving you an example of how to go about your business to be successful as a pro.
Here's Wells. And the Bulls with another miss. Milwaukee's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. 1:29 left in the third. Shumpert gets a wide open look. No good from outside. Chicago leading by 22. Grant gets a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer.
And Wells is just an unselfish guy, willing to give the ball up if one of his teammates is open. That's the way the game should be played.
Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside jumper. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Not enough on that one as it misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He dishes it to Henson. Wells with the steal. And here we go. DJ heading to the basket. And then Brown with the dunk.
Not only does he have quick hands, but it's quick thinking that allows him to poke that ball away. DJ doing it on defense.
27 seconds left to play in the third. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. Looking to end the run. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Brown outside. Screened by Grant. Just 3 on the clock. Can't get the layup. And so it's Chicago, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We're not talking to each other.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. So both teams making some changes here. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here it's Edge at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Zach LaVine is out there with DJ, and it's Valentine in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. That's good from Lopez. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and great get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a 3-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brook can make threes,
it can't be that hard.
Maybe. Into the Bulls, shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. There's Brown with the three, and the call will be against Robin Lopez. That is his first foul of the game. And DJ gets it to go on the assist by Levine. Levine's got 5 assists tonight. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Brogdon with it. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Off the pick. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And, we continue to see Antetokounmpo shoulder more of the load, a remarkable offensive player.
Brogdon against Brown. And Holiday has it in the corner. The feed now to Levine. Shot clock at 6. And Mirotic kicks to DJ. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Milwaukee's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Powell dishes to Antetokounmpo. Powell with the screen. Lopez with the steal. Back to Brown for 3. Levine, another 3 for Chicago. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Chicago.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Clark, there are a lot of great rim protectors right now in the NBA.
Yeah, there sure are, and there are a couple, though, that stand out to me. Gobert and Whiteside. I mean, they are just like octopuses in their ability to hover around that rim and challenge and change and block shots. So those two guys really stand out to me.
Yeah.
I also think you've got to consider DeAndre Jordan, too. With his athleticism, he's become better as a rim protector in his last few years.
Right, you're right, Clark. Here's DJ. Rebound collected by Snell. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Henson with the screen. Here's Snell. Holiday against Antetokounmpo. Brogdon kicks to Snell. And Clark, we know that players are evaluated in a historical perspective, largely by how many rings they have. Do you think that's a fair way to evaluate things?
I don't think you can solely evaluate an individual player in a team sport by the number of rings he's been able to win. Clearly, it can be part of the criteria, especially if you're talking about great players who have had similar careers. It can be a differentiator. But to me, it doesn't necessarily carry the weight that some people like to give it in evaluating players. Individual performance over time is what, to me, marks the hallmark of a player worthy of Hall of Fame consideration or being talked about being one of the greats in the game.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Felicio comes in for Mirotic, and it's Grant in for Zach LaVine. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Milwaukee. Brogdon against Brown. Brogdon kicks to Snell. Powell with the screen. Here's Snell. Chicago grabs the miss. Markkanen's got his third rebound tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And the dunk by Grant.
And, DJ is always trying to get his guys going. If they're open, he finds them.
Rashad Vaughn, he's checked in for the Bucks. The free throw drops for Grant. Milwaukee's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Vaughn. He's covered by Brown. Vaughn, the pass to Shumpert. Powell with the screen. From 13, hits the front of the rim and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketballs had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Powell with the screen. Here's Snell. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Solid screens being set by Powell. Nobody wants to run into this guy when he sets his feet and is established.
Here's DJ, and Henson sends it back. Here's Vaughn. He's covered by Brown. Vaughn gets the bucket. 1:58 left in the fourth. Screen by Grant. Brown dishes to Grant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Vaughn. The shot's good.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Powell with the screen. It's stolen by Brown.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
That's impressive on one side, but embarrassing on the other side, Greg.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DJ.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Vaughn. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
They set the screen. Brown. And he makes the bucket. Drew contact and gets the whistle, too.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Brown. Lays it up and banks it in.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two. One was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Oh, DJ, great
Hello,
game.
Char.
The guys back in the studio want to do an interview with you.
Nice.
Hey, what's up? This is Kenny. You look great out there in that win, and I believe you set a season high in scoring, young man. Is it fair to call this your most complete game?
Wow, Kenny, I did not know about that season high. Thank you. You know, it felt good on the floor offensively, but I knew there were a few defensive positions where I could have been sharper. And really, I'm just happy to contribute to the team when I'm out on the floor, and I think I was able to do that tonight.
Well, you did a great job of it. Keep up the good work.